So I have a shot where I need a dolly, but I don't have a lot of space. James, all you need is a Pico dolly. Well, maybe I should just build one then. So we got one more piece to cut. That's where this head's gonna mount to. I'm just gonna kind of prop this together. This is kind of how it's gonna look. This, and then this swivel head on top. Some wheels, that's it. Three there, 4. So next I'm gonna drill a hole here, weld a piece of aluminum that's gonna hold the video head. These are the shoulder bolts for the wheels. It's a 10 by 32 thread. We're gonna make threads in the axle for the wheels, for the shoulder bolts. That's what they're called. Gonna make threads in the axle for the shoulder bolts. And on this shoulder bolt is gonna go mounted a wheel, 2 bearings, and a retainer. I'm done building the axles. My next step is gonna be to make threads in this base plate right here that are going to accommodate these bolts, which are going to be the pivot for our axles, kind of like this, kind of like a little go-kart. Now this 3/8 bolt goes in there like this. This is the last piece that I need to thread, and this is the rod. This is the rod that I'm going to mount the video head to. I'm going to thread one of these 1/4" 20 studs into this base, and then the swivel head kind of mounts on top like this. I think that fits pretty perfect. Seems like a nice fit. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to weld this swivel head extension to the base of the dolly. Time to weld. Ooh, that sucker's hot. Alrighty, time to assemble it now. Before I continue with the assembly, I need to set these nuts and the knobs, and I tried to set one already and it broke like a dumbass, but I'm gonna try to set it again. This time I'm gonna heat it up. I think this is the right way to do it. I shot a real torch. Freaking brulee torch I'm using for this. You know what brulee is? Yeah. It's that like stuff they put on the pie. All right, let's try to set it in there. Oh yeah, it's set in there real nice. That's it. Time for the fun part. Assemble it. Tighten this in there so it doesn't come out accidentally. That's set. Okay, so we're gonna put this one on, only the nut, since I broke the T-handle. Get the insert. These shoulder bolts now. So the shoulder bolt goes in just like this. Looks pretty sweet. Smooth sailing. This is kind of a big dolly that I made versus a real like small Pico dolly. But I made it big because I want to use it with the big camera and the monitors. So that's kind of why I picked this size. But it's pretty big. The dolly's footprint measures 12 by 8 inches. And the weight capacity is around 100 pounds. So that concludes my Pico dolly build. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to mention really quickly that in this build, I used this unidirectional swivel head just to keep the cost down. And I mounted this nylon washer. And what that's going to do is that creates a little bit of resistance through about 180 degrees of motion from right to left. More than likely I'm going to swap this out with a bi-directional head just because I'm going to use this little dolly a lot, and it makes it a lot easier to use and more reliable. So, and I'm going to buy a new T-handle for this nut here, and that's about it. So that concludes the build. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Hey, get away from that. April, it's called fire. You don't f with fire. I think you know that already. Now the fun part, time to assemble it. Get off of me, fool. So before I continue with the installation.